I've been holding on to this for a while, but I felt like someone needed to hear this today. Have you ever realized that your value is like fresh palm wine? Like palm wine in my culture is a sacred gift. It is pure, it is sweet, and it is meant to be celebrated. But here is the thing. Once you leave this palm wine, once you go and tap the wine from the palm tree and you bring it, that very time you tap it from the palm tree, the wine will be very sweet. The palm wine will be very sweet. Then once you leave it for a while, maybe you didn't use it, you just maybe leave it and you'll be like, okay, I'll come back to this, I'll come back and come and use this and stuff like that. You just leave it there. Then once you come back, like you've taken some hours, you come back to that palm wine, you find out that this palm wine has become sour. It has become sour. It won't be as sweet as that first time you got it or you tapped it from the palm tree. So what does this have to do with self-love? If you keep on neglecting yourself, you keep on giving love to things and undeserving people, you become a version of yourself that will be bitter for even you yourself to swallow. Because when you keep pouring, you keep giving, you keep pouring, you don't know your self-worth, you don't value yourself, you become empty, you become exhausted, you become frustrated. For you to know how important love is, God in John 3:16 had to send his only begotten son because of love to come and die for you and I. So tell me why you won't love yourself. Tell me why you won't value yourself. Tell me why you won't prioritize yourself over everything else. Some people can just say, Shebi God sent Jesus to come and die for you. Somebody. It's not as if his God is dying for himself or something like that. We are his creation. Anything God does, anything he did or does is for himself. He's doing it for us because we are his creation. We are part of him. So tell me why you will not love yourself. Tell me why you won't value yourself. Tell me why you will not know yourself. Tell me why you are staying in that place you are not appreciated. You are staying in that place you are not valued. Loving yourself, knowing your self-worth is a natural filter for you, for those destiny wasters, those future wasters. It will filter them. It's a natural filter. Because once they comes to you, they know, no, this one loves herself. This one knows her self-worth. I cannot stay here. This is not where I can stay. This is not where I can abide. This is not my resting place. There we go. Naturally. You will attract what you are to yourself. You attract what you are. You attract what you give to yourself. Okay, let's just say, we live in a world where things are possible. Let's say even if you are giving yourself the love, you are giving yourself, you know what to do, you are pouring the value into yourself. Maybe somebody that does not love themselves, I don't know what is wrong with them. Those negative kind of people comes to you. Because they will come, because we live in a world where anything is possible. Once they come, they will know. You don't even have to say it. Even if they come, first off, you are in love with yourself, right? You know how to love yourself. You know how to value yourself. You are pouring things into yourself. You are pouring that value. Everything you're supposed to give out, you're putting it into yourself. Then you realize that, no, this one is not meant for me. This cannot be for me. Then the person along the line, we realize that, no, I cannot stay here. This one, she don't sabi herself. She knows her worth. She loves herself. So, okay, let me tell you now. You are looking for love outside, right? You are looking for somebody to love you. Then how will somebody even love you well when you don't know how to love yourself? Is it even possible? Is it possible to love someone that does not love them? You don't love yourself. You don't know how to give yourself that love. You don't know your self-worth. How then do you expect somebody to love you well when you don't know how to love yourself, when you don't even love yourself? You don't know your worth. You don't know what you are. You don't know what you God. How will you expect somebody to love you when you don't know how to love yourself, when you don't love yourself, when you don't value yourself, when you don't know your worth? Exactly what I was saying about, like what I said about palm wine. This palm wine turns sour once you neglect it, once you leave it, once you neglect your own needs, once you neglect the love you're supposed to give for yourself, you neglect your value, you pour it out, you become bitter. For you yourself, you cannot, the bitterness self will be too much for you yourself to swallow. So why not love yourself? Why not value yourself? Why not see the good in yourself? Why not pour in that effort you are giving out? Why not pour it into yourself?